The Sydney Opera House and the Melbourne Cricket Ground have joined more than 200 landmarks around the world to illuminate red. It's to mark the 50th anniversary of the Special Olympics and the Global Day of Inclusion, coinciding with the event. Special Olympics Australia has issued a public challenge to be more inclusive of people with intellectual disability.
A special glow warms the night sky in Sydney and Melbourne. The iconic Australian landmarks join more than 200 others around the world to celebrate 50 years of change and inclusion. In Chicago, where the Special Olympics was born, an inaugural Unified Cup is being contested. Here, people with intellectual disability outperform those without.
I think the biggest change that Special Olympics has made is that it has provided a platform for people with intellectual disability to be made visible, to be included, and to actually demonstrate their ability and not their disability, thereby giving the rest of the world an opportunity to engage more positively with them.
One Australian looking to shine at the next Summer Games is 18-year-old Leighton Lloyd. The track and field athlete already has a collection of gold medals won at the national titles, but he has his eye on adding to these at the world event in Abu Dhabi next March.
So I train 3 to 4 times a week for like 1.5 to 2 hours, and then do a gym program once usually a week, sometimes twice.
I think this is the first that Special Olympics has seen Leighton on a big stage, but I'm sure it's not going to be the last.
While major sporting events highlight abilities, it doesn't always translate socially. A survey conducted by the Special Olympics found that 6% of respondents had never encountered someone with an intellectual disability. That's despite more than 500,000 Australians identifying with the condition.
For those who are not familiar with it, it's awkward, it's confronting, and they try to avoid it. In actual fact, it's completely the opposite. People with intellectual disability provide more joy and more inspiration than many of us mainstream people. So I think it's the invisibility of it and the unknown.
A big divide still to overcome, but since 1968, the Special Olympics has challenged social taboos in its own way, putting ambitions of inclusion within reach. Laurie Lewira, SBS World News.